now we are entering into it. So because this is a regional conference, it is anchored by our convener of WeCare Northern Region Committee, Mr. Kajal Debnath. He is the Chief Regulatory Officer of DFM Foods. I would like to request Mr. Debnath to give his welcome remarks.
So good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. This is nice to have this, this good morning to talk about the environment. So I make a good welcome to each one of you to this dedicated, policy dialogue series for Northern region today. We are having our first regional dialogues. We had our, national policy dialogue. So we just having starting today the first regional dialogue. I know, which we are expecting to have brought a, excellent battery of speakers from various stakeholders. We are from international speakers. We have got all the, from the various important stakeholders of various states, and then to discuss the various opportunities. Today, in the scenario of India is taking a lead in terms of environment commitment to the world. And plastic waste is one of the greatest things we also need to be taken care of. So in this series, we thought that it will be nice to have a policy dialogue, how we can take this forward. And in this regard, we have formulated these, and we had. So on these, I would like to welcome on behalf of this August gathering our chief guest, Sri Suresh Bharadwaj, Honorable Minister of Urban Development, Town, Country, Planning, Housing, Government, Himachal Pradesh. Welcome, sir. Sri Bansidhar Bhagatji, Honorable Cabinet Minister, Urban Development, Housing, Information and Government, Uttarakhand. Welcome, Bhagatji. Sri Chandan Mohan Gupta ji, Honorable Mayor, Jammu Municipal Corporation. Welcome, Gupta ji. I also would like to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Yoshika Hutta, Area Leader, Principal Policy Analyst, Sustainable Consumption and Production Area, Institute of Global Environmental Strategies, Japan. So, Dr. Hutta, we're privileged to have you today. I would like to hear from you the learnings. Mr. Kunesh Garg, Member Secretary, Punjab Pollution Control Board. Welcome, Garg sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, yeah. So WeCare launched this unique policy. I'll talk about this policy that this series we have started in 4th February 2022 and has received excellent, feedback from all stakeholders. As a convener of Northern region of Committee of WeCare consortiums, I would like to welcome all the delegates who have joined us, also via various social media of Facebook, YouTube channels, and conference websites. So friends, WeCare take this pride in being unique national industry consortium on this issue of plastic waste management, which has now 37 major brands in supporting this cause. So these consortium, we started with a small pilots. We did a lot of in-hands work in the, going to the piles of plastics, collecting it, understanding it, doing analyzing, doing trials, and then forming ideas. So it is a journey, and we want to take this journey forward. So being a founder member from this from the beginning, which we started the journey in the year 2017. So this has been over the years, India has brought the concept of extended producer responsibility. This is EPR. So segregation, collections, recycling, this is the concept which we thought we also could, collaborate with a lot of waste management agencies. We had a lot of training sessions and all that, and take this forward and slowly consolidate our thoughts, take it forward with governments. And this is the way our members have been a forefront to implement the regulations of plastic waste management, which time to time we have taken with government to have the amendments also in the regulations with their commitment for a better management of the plastic waste in the country. So while regulatory compliance is something which is managed by our members individually, WeCare consortiums is working on a common agenda of good in the plastic waste ecosystem in the country. And also we truly believe that, there is a key change you wanted to bring to the society, then the plastic waste management is something like which has to have, sustainable scientific solutions with the managerial acumen and also the social interventions. We look forward that plastic waste, let us not have only regulatory compliance. Let us also build this, take it forward. Let's take learning from international arena, take it and make it as a circular economy. So likewise, we would like to make it as a social interventions, make it as a behavioral change for realizing the circular economy in our country. And we would like to work very closely with government, and which some our members are closely working with this. So in our northern region also, our members are actively participating and taking various programs, whether it's awareness programs, taking care of social behavior of these rack pickers, and various other initiatives, which we, in the process of our today's discussions, will come to know, and we'll hear from our various speakers also. So over the years, we have not been able to address the issues of absence of this segregation of waste at source, which is leading to a plastic waste leakage to the environment. So there are pockets where we did in some places of Delhi. There are very good work. Some apartments, there is a source segregation has happened, but this has to have across the countries where the citizen has to come forward, has to participate. If segregation at source itself it is segregated, then it becomes very easy for taking it further for recycling and other purposes. So and otherwise it's like it does not take much of encouragement for the creating value of the waste also to be for processing. So this is one of the very important thing, that source segregation is very important and critical things which need to be taken care of. We can also follow fellowship programs is a flagship initiative. So we started this WeCare fellowship program some time back. And what we do it is we're trying to connect to the school students, college students, to ensure that the movement of this plastic waste and environment issues are taught in the grassroots level. Once they say to their parents, don't do this, I think that changes has to happen. So those behavioral changes to that, what as a WeCare we could do, we have instituted as a WeCare fellowship programs. This initiative is currently engaged in various activities associated with youth engagement and awareness creations. Our policy dialogue series brings various stakeholders to discuss the challenges associated with the plastic waste collection, segregation, transportation, as I already said. So over last 6 years of collective experience of our members, all these brand members which are WeCare members, we try to mention that all stakeholders have their responsibility towards the generated plastics, and we all need to gear up to the scale of these efforts. So friends, today we are delighted to receive such tremendous response to our call for this series, and we are blessed to have presence of esteemed dignitaries in these sessions today. India is key to SDGs of the world, and we have recently shown the world the way India can have its unique winning strategies. Be it COVID's health or economic impacts, we as a country are continually innovating and fighting for the cause. So the government is assisting the states to develop adequate waste management infrastructure for solid plastic waste management through flagship Swachh Bharat mission projects. The EPR regulations have also recently been notified earlier this month. These regulations talks about all types of management from recycling to final disposals of life through engagement of industry. So there are good things which is happening. Like we don't want it remain to be only limited to having discussions of segregation, and there are other means of alternative packagings. We have engaged with the Niti Aayog, and they have given us a task to really take this forward of alternative plastics. There are other means of technological things to adopt on these various lines. Apart from this segregation, also important for this part of plastic waste, sustainable plastic waste management, which as WeCare we are taking forward. So the considerable targets for the industry has been taken, and also we require all stakeholders to join hands and leverage each other's strength. So some brands has got a good connection to the international level, they have good knowledge, and so others we are trying to give a hands-on learnings of those brands to give us to this platform WeCare. So that is something which we have initiated. We look forward for that. So friends, we aim to realize that circular economy in our country. India also led the world while reducing the carbon intensity of the economy. However, we would need to work together through win-win partnership models and deploy the best available technologies to recycle the plastic waste in truly circular manner. So with this, I end my opening remarks, and I look forward and I also request members to have an interactive session and make sure that this policy dialogue is made fruitful, and we take these key points, key takeaway points, and make it as actions and take it forward. Thank you.